We are here now. We gotta close the zone. Yeah, I'm still using a zone. I still use a zone. Shout out to everybody who uses a zone still. Broccoli, shut up. Making a ruckus. It's like, why don't you just preen, dude? Like, you were just doing that, making no noise, but then like, oh, you're talking now. Wet, wet, wet. I want to talk too. Wet, wet. Man, shut up. Okay, my people, my people, my people. Alright, so I'm here in the South Shroud, you know, just getting ready for the next quest. Aether on Demand. It's in Moenbryda. The whole thing was, though, in the previous episode, is that, you know, I guess the main thing that happened was that we spoke to the Keeper of the Lake. And he was like, hey, yo, you know, you don't need the lady's blessing anymore. So we got de-blessed. And now we're seeing what Moenbryda has in store for us. Apparently she has some news. So let's see what that's about. Alphino has a message from Moenbryda for the Scions. Ere I forget, I believe Moenbryda has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Garlaians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Whack. Here she is. Yo, I like Moenbryda. No, not hoary boulder. I must confess, the relationship between those crystal formations and the destruction of the Ascians quite escapes me. Nobody cares. Hoary boulder. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Salar, shall we? Why weren't you in there already? Let's see here. What do we have? What news?
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Aye.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know.
You would be correct.
So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void.
Yeah.
Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Of course.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of.
Okay.
As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion.
Wow.
Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Chill out.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
3 boats.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only
Mako
viable
energy.
source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Aether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Moenbryda.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A
mile
say?
away.
If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
Dang. This reminds me of like the Final Fantasy 1 story.
I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do
That
they?
looks cool.
I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Moenbryda makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether.
Of course.
Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I
Alpha,
suggest
no.
Northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant.
No.
Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
We are at war.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals.
Right? Right?
Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garlaians have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Ascians will next appear.
Moenbryda feels like the type to be a pugilist.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
My prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalimo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtoma.
Welcome!
In the meantime, I would have you assist Moenbryda. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlaian threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Let us fight. You bet we're ready, dude. I already got my, what is it, the Zenith? The Zenith? Oh yeah, and then I also got the Veil of Wiyu Atma. Oh no, Stardust Rod Animus. Spent a lot of time getting this thing. Talk to Alphino. 'Twould seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Yo, watch your back on Ilbert. Also, that happened too. Ilbert probably murdered a guy.
Hoary Boulder, your duties take you to the Northern Thanalan, do they not?
Why, yes. We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for the meantime. Flamin travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing these names right anymore after Wowie.
At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are best on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall.
Go ahead, Flahamin.
Ah, how extraordinary that my little Ascilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague.
A colleague with influential connections, but I feel that Ul'dah has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets.
Bah, woe betide the black god that so much as glares in your direction, milady.
Hooah!
I shall be well protected, it seems.
Shall we be on our way then? That color does not look good on you, bro. Bruh. Go well, Flahamin, Hoary Boulder, and I forgot your name. Alright, let's get on it.
Commander Levier sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talent is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since the disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Rauban's Push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. Processing. The Garlaians could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. I don't know why that happened. Sorry. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Mr. Edelstein.
Lieutenant Edgarden, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Orcon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices. Devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest road movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. Let's go! Lieutenant Edelstein wishes to share a report with you concerning the Garlaians' movements. Share your report, Edelstein. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlaian garrison, and it would seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report, this just came in. The squads seen leaving the Castrum are too few in number to effectively take a hold of our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have appraised your fellow scions of the situation, and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alien and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Alien. Whatever it may be. Glad to have you with us, Olivia. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garlaians have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Here's this dude. I don't trust this guy anymore. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilberd! You are here. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with aught the Garlaians might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless, holed up in Uldar, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses, and add their numbers to your counterattack. Their reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. 'Twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garlaians. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. Shut up, Papalimo. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. Moenbryda, what? She has a freaking axe. She's a warrior. You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now.
Watch it. Whoa! Did you see that axe? Now, Moenbryda, where do you go holding that much axe?
A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin, of course. Now this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads. The better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. As seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. This will be simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Let's take it to him. Oh! You can't hit me.
That's it for you. That's it for you. Boom. That's it for you, doggy. There's troops everywhere, doggy. It's too easy. Oh, that's fine. Give me more targets. It. They're done. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that you mean that between us, more than a few Garlaians won't be making it back to the Castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Edelstein, Harvey Weinstein, whatever, dude.
Lieutenant, dead garden. What news of the Garlaians?
They are dead. The raiding parties are no more then. Excellent. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. Ba-ba-da! An uninvited Ascian. Heaven's Eye materia. All 4. Wow. Lieutenant Edelstein appears concerned for Moenbryda's well-being. What? You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is, the Rogadin lady with a large axe. It would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Alright. Got a few people doing the same quest with me here.
A ver. Let's see what's going on.
Hold on, I won't be a second.
Tinker, tinker, tinker.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Nice.
I know. As
Dude, that thing is
Orange never
cool.
tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Nice.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea.
Urianger?
Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, It's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
This doesn't sound good. She's reminiscing.
Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
You hear that? No way.
She senses me. A useful talent.
An Ascian. Are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Garlaian, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
Meddler. Damn.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
What a story, Mark.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath.
Fight
Let
us!
me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
Nabriales.
And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
You're welcome.
Oh, bugger.
With a finger!
Do settle down.
Wow.
You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
That's because Dragon's got my back.
Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
Zodiac.
I still said it wrong. Zordiarch? Come on now.
What did that bastard want with us?
Isn't it obvious?
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff. You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
The Staff of the Magi?
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
I still need to do the Binding Coils of Bahamut. I heard it tells the tale of... what's it call it? Louis Soir. We'll do that one. I don't know, maybe I guess we'll stream that one. Still want to stream stuff from here, and then just like upload it onto YouTube. Uh-oh. We didn't even have to talk to anybody. You're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the Salar, isn't it? Quickly now!
Blood. Blood everywhere.
Oh no.
No!
too.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull.
Dull?
And quite incapable of barring my entry.
Hey, now you done. No. No. Look at that. Look at that glow.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Is this some Sephiroth stuff?
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Okay, Gandalf. Dude!
He needs some milk!
Moenbryda!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
She's dead. She's dead for sure, dude.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power.
Hardly has a piece of it, dude.
Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Swat was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals?
What?
Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
He's already killed Moenbryda. Don't tell him that.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Uh-oh. To the void. Dude, Moenbryda though. Moenbryda, get an ambulance! Dude, Urianger is not gonna be happy. We don't know. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I think she's
Answer
dead.
them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Yeah, she's dead. The chrysalis. Oh.
What is this?
Dude. Wow. 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 Okay. This is getting interesting. Let's go. The chrysalis. We enter now.
in 5 minutes. Moenbryda! Forget about me, go! I'm gonna spend some time. What is this place? The chrysalis. Let go of the antecedent. Is this the first Ascian that's gonna ever lose its life? I think it's so. Go. Let's go. Right, get that going. I don't think this should take too long. Nah, Brialis. Nah, bruh. Alice. What do we gotta do? What do we do? Run to the edge? I don't know. I don't know. Stand in it. Ah! I guess that's what we do. No, don't get those. Don't get those. I guess we did it wrong. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on.
I don't know what happened. But I'm really scared.
What's happening, guys? Okay, I see what that was. We saw that mechanic in the Tom Tower Deep Croft Hard, okay? That's not new. I'm not even watching the fight. I'm just looking at my hotbar. Gotta get those procs. Gotta get those procs. 9 seconds on the dot. Get the dot back up. Darn it! We got interrupted. Alright, we're doing this again. Alright, we're working good. We're working good.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
Me.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Just gonna run around the edge. Nah, dude, this guy's done. What is he doing, dude? Nice! No! No! Must. What is going on, dude? Stand in it. Oh my god. Don't worry, I got this! What's going on? Ah! There was meteors everywhere! Yo, that wasn't nice, bro.
somebody use it? No. Secret Ascian man. Nope, he's done. Let's put GG boys. GG boys. Da, da, da.
Did it. We did it.
Do we get a treasure chest? Oh, well, we can give a player commendation to Pam Beasley. Thanks, Pam, for sticking around. I got 2 commendations. And Moenbryda's dead.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
Look, he's right here, dude. We could have seen his face. Didn't matter. I'm right back.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Grenade! Hold it up to him.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Oh, here we go. Dude, if you could see my face right now, I'm just like in awe. This whole sequence of events has been amazing.
What trickery is this? No. No. Cannot. No.
Oh, my boy's dead. He's done. Here you go. Give him that blade of light.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Como haces eso?
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
That was pretty cool. Is that an emote? No.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Reflect. He just casted Reflect.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moenbryda, what are you doing?
Master Louis, I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger.
You
Daft old coot. She's gonna tackle. She's gonna tackle the crystal. Yo, hurry up! I can't hold this much longer. Look at my face.
Moenbryda, no! You mustn't!
She's entering the live stream. Just like Louis Swat before her. Wow.
What? No! It cannot end!
You're done, bro.
I am eternal! I am immortal!
See ya! Wow.
Moenbryda. She's gone.
No. No, she is not. I understand. I understand what she did. That thing looks cool.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
Can I have that?
This device is a legacy of Moenbryda's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
I can hold on to it.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying Northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
No, you didn't.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
No, we didn't.
What happened here? Where is Moenbryda?
It's no thanks to you guys. Full fend.
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Ariange know?
Here he comes.
I already felt it.
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moenbryda hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Garlaian motherland, Moenbryda and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Swat. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Garlaian behind, Master Louis Swat gave no word to signal his intent to Moenbryda. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louis Swat I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Swat hid his intent. He but desired that Moenbryda discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Swat's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moenbryda truly come to understand Master Louis Swat's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moenbryda, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moenbryda gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Aether and see it to completion.
Right.
My lady, I would mourn Moenbryda in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Wow. Quite a stir of events. Come on now, everybody. Lighten up. Why everybody gotta be so quiet? Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Garlaian manor to celebrate Moenbryda's life and mourn her passing. It has ended. I guess I'll take the Savage Might. I know I'm gonna need that. We're gonna stop there. That's way too much. But the next one is gonna be in memory of Moenbryda. Minfilia wishes to gather the Scions and honor the fallen Moenbryda. That was pretty intense, man. She took a blade straight to the stomach, man. That was crazy. But she led up and she left without a doubt in her heart. So we'll continue next time, guys. We're gonna go ahead and go more in Moenbryda. And if you could just drop a like for Moenbryda. Drop a like and a comment for Moenbryda. We believed in her, and she carried on Louis Swat's will and learned everything. So yeah, peace out, guys. Or should I say GG, boys. Later.